up, guys? Raymond here, also known as Rayvision, and check it out today. Well, this is going to be another Q&A. We got some Payday 2 footage going on in the background. I'm just shooting some cops and taking some money. But in the meantime, let's get on to this week's Q&A. Before I get started, I just want to remind you guys, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please leave those in the comments below. If I have any questions, well, there is no Q&A video, and I do love your questions, no matter how weird they are. So, we are getting started off this week. The first questions comes from Felix Moore. He says, "Hey, Revision, would you rather have a Hellcat, a GT500, or a Z28? Definitely not having the Z28. Between the Hellcat and the GT500, I'd probably go with the Hellcat. Next question goes from Slenderman, or Slenderman. I mean, like, probably Slenderman was already taken. What car do I drive in real life? In real life, I drive a Subaru Impreza 2013, a Jeep Patriot 2014, and a Dodge Grand Caravan. I don't know what year model. Obviously, these aren't my cars. These are my parents' cars, but those are the ones I do drive. Colin Megison asks me, question. Thoughts on Jeremy Clarkson being fired from Top Gear? Here are my thoughts on this, okay? I'm really sad about Top Gear being canceled and all that, and Jeremy being fired. That really sucks. On the other hand, he kind of acted like an idiot, and when you do stupid things like punching a producer in the face, there are going to be repercussions. Although I'm still a huge fan of Jeremy Clarkson, if he's on some kind of show which kind of brings the Top Gear crew back together and has a spirit of Top Gear, of course I'm going to watch it. That's not the point. I'm just saying, don't be idiots. Alright, next question comes from Patrick Keaton. Or, yeah, something like that. And he asked me, which of these would you choose to have in GTA Online? Amphibious car or Reliant Robin? Amphibious car. Reliant Robin is very tempting, but amphibious car, you could just do so many more things with it. That'd be cool. Although when I think of it, because think of it, there's already a lot of vehicles in GTA 5 that you could F around with just in general. Next question comes from Nicholas Kavatnoch. I still can't pronounce his name, not my fault. Question, would you rather live in the snowy mountains, beach with hot babes, or somewhere in the desert like Arizona? BTW, watch Supernatural on Netflix. Okay, maybe. Snowy mountains or beaches with hot babes? Now, definitely not the desert. Desert's not my interesting thing. Here's the important questions. Are the hot babes attracted to me? Because if they aren't, well, there's no point in being on that beach with those hot babes. Because I'm a winter guy, and I love them snowy mountains because I'm a skier, and also you could do lots of drifting with cars in them snowy mountains. So, that is my answer. It's conditional. Are they interested or are they not? Next question comes from Raghu Radha. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Ask me, why is Willie's hair look funny? First of all, that's not really a sentence. Second of all, I'm guessing you're referring to Pedal Changers, a video I was with Nick. You guys got to see Willie's face. I guess ask Willie. I don't really know. I'll ask him and I'll get back to you on that one. What do you drive? Already been answered. Next question goes to Colin Megison. My question. Again, he has another question. What do you think of a 2000 through 2006 Audi S4, S6? A first good car in your opinion? Honestly, for me in Montreal, any Audi is pretty good start because it has the four-wheel drive system. And just in general, the S4, S6 Legacy is a really nice car. They're really good looking. And I feel like those models were pretty good, and as a first car, I'd be happy with that. Obviously, I want to go for the best possible, but it all depends on your budget and depends what's affordable. For price quality, depending on what shape you get the car in, I feel like that is a fairly good decision you can get. Can you speak French properly? BTW, I love your vid. Interesting facts. Of course I can speak French properly. You'd be surprised to know it, but French is actually my first language. I did elementary school in French, and then when I went to high school and CEGEP, I went to the English system. So now I speak with a slight English accent when I speak in French. But I can very well speak French, in my opinion. I can hold a conversation, but I do have a small English accent now. Next question comes from TS23 Gaming. Ask me, do you think that Top Gear can go on without Jeremy Clarkson? Now, the Top Gear has already said that they are being renewed for another season. Will it go on without Jeremy Clarkson? Well, first of all, James May's not coming back. I don't know if Hammond's going to be on the show if it returns to the BBC again. My opinion is, of course, the show will continue. The show will go on, but it will suffer tremendously. I'm thinking they're gonna lose a huge amount of viewership, and maybe it might eventually regain popularity depending on the host. But honestly, I saw this meme on Facebook. This is a perfect example. List of people who can replace Jeremy Clarkson, and it was just an empty list. That is my opinion. And so, yeah, I think Top Gear will keep going on, but I don't think it will retain the same popularity that it has today. Next question goes to LD Moody, and he asked me, oh, have you also noticed that the HVY Insurgent in GTA 5 heists is almost identical to the armored SUV thing from Fast 5? No, I have not noticed that, but when you make me think of it, it kind of does. They don't tell you what kind of vehicle it is in Fast and Furious 5. Well, I don't know off the top of my head, but there is a strange resemblance. And one of the things to take into account is in GTA 5, all the cars that are there are based off something like the Coquettes, are based off the Corvettes. It's not that much of a difference. Okay. Next question comes from Grandpa Willie. Turbo, supercharger, or naturally aspirated? Turbo. You want to know why? Because turbo sounds are freaking amazing, and also it gives you power. So that is my opinion on that. Next question, Michael Stevens. My question for this week's what is 9 plus 10? What is 9 plus 10? If I'm correct, 9 plus 10 is 69, okay? Next question, Curtis Prosser asks me, if you could, what car from the first Fast and Furious would you buy? Brian's Supra or Dom's Charger? Both come with the upgrades in the film. 110% the Charger. I'm sorry. I'm an American muscle guy, and the Supra, yeah, but the Charger has got a spot in my heart. For sure, I would have that. Next question. Nicholas Cavanta, again, asked me, if there was a pie on a chair and a dick on another chair, which chair would you sit on and which one would you eat? Wow. Okay, this is... Wow. I'm gonna sit on the one of the dick and eat the pie. It's okay, I still have my pants on, so I'm okay. Next question comes from Rangus562. Hey Raymond, if there was a zombie apocalypse, who would you pick out of Marco, Nick, Willie to be a survivor with you? You can only pick one. Probably Marco, and I'll tell you why. He's Italian, which means he knows how to use a baseball bat pretty well. In my opinion. I mean, like, this is my perception of him. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like Marco would be the guy to go around and, you know, he'd kick people's asses for me. Next question comes from John Fairbanks. Ask me Mustang or Camaro? Mustang, without a doubt. Christian Sanchez asked me, hey, 2 questions. Which is the best Halo ever made for you? And you don't like PlayStation console or games? Okay, first of all, for best Halo ever made for me, in my opinion, is Halo 3. That is just, it was my first Halo and was my favorite Halo by far. I spent so much time in that game, it was crazy. And he asked me, I don't play PlayStation games or console games, PlayStation console or the games. The reason why I don't play PlayStation is, first of all, I already have an Xbox One. I don't need to get a PlayStation. All my friends are on Xbox One. That's why I use it. And also, I prefer the controller of the Xbox One. It's just how the controller feels. And I don't feel obliged to buy a PlayStation to play any specific games. Because honestly, PC gaming is my number one. Then it's Xbox One. Xbox One I mainly use for racing games, while PC is for every other form of gaming. So... the Snazzy Drifter asked me, what kind of porn do you watch or are into? I'm gonna tell you a few things. Done. What car does Marco and Willie drive? You wrote Willie with a G, just saying. Marco drives a Golf GTI 2010, and it's white, and Willie drives some sort of Lexus. Well, he drives different kinds of Lexuses, depends which car he takes, but that's really all I know about those. Next question comes from Pirel Burner. Ask me, Forza Horizon 2, The Crew, Drive Club, or NFS Rivals? What do you believe is the best? First of all, I've heard horrible things about Drive Club, so we're going to eliminate that right away. I haven't played it personally myself. Then you asked me NFS Rivals, Need for Speed Rivals. Haven't played that game, so I can't really judge. I played the Crew and I played Forza Horizon 2. Crew, huge map, small car selections, and the physics are wonky. Forza Horizon 2, crazy good physics, incredible looking map. Not as big as the Crew, but everything else I feel is a lot stronger. So in my opinion, Forza Horizon 2. AW Kuda, our usual, asks us, do you like the Jaguar F-Type convertible or coupe? I like the convertible, but if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick the coupe in a heartbeat. I just like it a lot better. I don't know why the convertible does not appeal as well as to me. What is the nicest thing you've ever done for someone, a stranger? I guess at the ski hill, and they broke their leg and they had concussion and unconscious stuff, and I took care of them and put them in spinal board and all that. Well, actually, it wasn't a spinal board, it was a mattress, and then sent them to the hospital in an ambulance. Yeah, I think that's the nicest thing I've done. What is the worst thing I have done to someone, a stranger? I'm not answering that just because I don't want to, yeah, well, I can't think about that right now, but I really don't want to answer that. Have I ever been to a strip club? No. Do you ever want to have hair like Willie's? Hell no. Last question comes from Ellie Moody. What is your favorite vacation you have been on, if you have been on one? My favorite vacation by far has to be a trip I did to Africa. Actually, this Christmas, I went to Tanzania in Africa. I was on a safari, slept in some tents in the middle of the jungle, had some lions walk through a camp, all this cool, amazing stuff. I found it to be a surreal experience. So that is it for today's Q&A, guys. Thank you for all your questions. There was quite a few this week. And so, as usual, I want to remind you guys, leave your questions in the comments below. If I have your questions, I can make this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.